What's good, everybody? It's Horrible for 30 here, and welcome back to another tier list video. In the last one, well, we did one on every single Godzilla design, so you know what? I decided to do one on every single Godzilla monster. Yep, that's right. Every kaiju in every Godzilla film. And I thought at first, it'd be fun. Just be simple, alright? Just have a few of them there, here and there. No. Look how many there are. My god, we even have some that aren't even in the Godzilla movies, like Mothra Leo. I even saw freaking Ghidorah. Oh my god, even Ghidorah here. What is it going on in this list? This list is absolutely insane. I have to organize it first because some of them do have Godzilla in it, which I already did. But yeah, some of them I don't even know where they're from, and I'm really confused why they're even here. I mean, who's this? Who is this? I don't even know who that is. So hit that like, subscribe button, and I will be doing a Godzilla movie tier list video eventually. I'm going to do that for my 500 subscriber special. So if you're interested in watching that, hit that like, subscribe button. I appreciate the support, and my god, there is so many that I got to look through to see what I know and what I don't know. So I will be right back. This is going to be rough.
2,000 years later.
So, hey everybody, Coco for 30 here. This is gonna be a post-production scene. I decided to reset the ranking so I don't spoil anything and just show it. I just realized who this is. This is Charles Barkley. Yeah, this is from the Godzilla vs. Charles Barkley chart that they did, and that is hilarious. How did I not realize that before? Granted, I was doing this like at 4 AM for some reason. I don't know why, I just feel like doing the ranking videos that late. But yeah, this is Charles Barkley, an obvious S tier. Shout out to Chuck, man. Shout out to NBA and TNT. That show is just hilarious. But yeah, now let's get on to the video. If you notice that he's still in the I don't know tier, that's my bad because I just realized it right now. So yeah, sorry about that. Let's get into the actual video now. I am looking through this again, and my god, there are so many kaiju. They're even doing the variants too. I mean, look how many Mothra. Look how many Mothra larvae there are. Oh my goodness. This is insane. But I'm going to give it my best. This list is kind of all over the place, to be honest. It is kind of crazy. But I'm going to try to do my best and see how it goes. Okay. Jesus Christ, I got to scroll all the way up here. That's insane. So many for Godzilla. But let's start off with the very first kaiju Godzilla ever faced, Ghidorah. Now, personally, Godzilla Raids Again is not a good movie. If you saw my previous tier list, it was, what, D? I didn't really enjoy it. It was kind of boring, minus the technically the first kaiju fight. The movie itself is pretty bland, and you're probably gonna guess where I'm gonna rank the video if I show the design for Godzilla. But you know what's weird? I kind of like Ghidorah's design in Godzilla Raids Again. It's pretty unique. It's obviously he has better designs along the way, but I don't know why. No, it should be C tier. Oops, my bad. I like it. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's actually not a bad design. I actually kind of like it. But if I choose my best design, oh my god, we got Singular Point here as well. Singular Point is also C. I like it too. But if I had to choose, wait, these are both the same. These are both the same. Okay, this list is very confusing because they have the same. Unless they had different suits. No, I don't think they did. They use the same Ghidorah suit. Restore monsters to what? Godzilla vs. Gigan? Yeah. Alright. C for Ghidorah for the Millennium. It's fine. Actually, I think I have somewhere in my house. There's still the action figure that I got all those years ago when Final Wars released. But you know what? I really like the Showa and Ghidorah. I don't know why I put it above, or like the later on Showa and Ghidorah compared to the original. I don't know why I like it. I like the design. You know, he's Godzilla's pal, Godzilla's buddy. You can't really hate on Ghidorah no matter how hard you try. It's Ghidorah. What are you gonna do? And it's basically, I mean, I'm just gonna put the ones that are duplicates here. Not to confuse everybody. So if you see me putting some on Godzilla plus I don't know, it's just the duplicates. It's really weird. But Okay. Now we have Baby Godzilla. Baby Godzilla looks stupid. Maybe that's just my opinion. Baby Godzilla just looks so stupid to me. I do like, is Junior on here? Yeah, I like Junior's design way better. He looks like Godzilla. I put on B. But in the Baby Godzillas, I have to put in D tier. They're just the raptors from Jurassic Park. If you watch Jurassic Park, you watch the ending to Godzilla 98, minus the chase scene. It's like, okay, it's kind of lazy. But let's see. Who else we got? Baragon. Ooh, from Baragon. Or Frankenstein Conquers the World. Yeah, remember that movie? And Frankenstein's right here. Hey. Frankenstein's not a kaiju. I'll put him in D tier. What the heck? He's just a man. He's just a boy. He's just a man. But Baragon, he's fine. He's whatever. Actually, you know what? Hot take. I actually like this design of Baragon more than this one in GMK. And this one doesn't even count. This one's just a cameo. He doesn't even... Does he even do anything to destroy monsters? Well, technically Gorosaurus invades Paris, but it's Baragon for some reason, even though they messed that up. Yeah, it's just the same as this one. I mean, whatever. But I do like the GMK design of Baragon much more than the original Showa one. I don't know why. It just looks more unique. Maybe because I'm used to it, because I used to play Save the Earth a lot, and Baragon used to be one of the characters I used to play a lot with. I don't know why. I don't know why it's such an infatuation with Baragon. It's weird. It's like, oh my god, Baragon's the best. Maybe because GMK is the best one. Ooh. Oh no. But here we go. Let's go on with Batra. Oh my god. There's so many. I should speedrun this, honestly, with some of these, because it's just like, okay, what can I say that's different about the King Ghidorahs? This is from Rebirth of Mothra. I haven't watched Rebirth of Mothra, so I have no opinion. We got the other King Ghidorahs as well. Okay, let's just get to the ones I don't really care for. Batra, whatever. Larva, whatever. Who cares about Batra, honestly? And you. What is your name? Behemoth? Oh my god, what's his name? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check out his name. Oh my god, I was actually right. His name is Behemoth. Wow, I can't believe I got that right. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't know, because he is irrelevant. Sorry for other Behemoth fans. I don't read the comics for the Monsterverse, so if he has an important role there, cool. All the other Titans kind of disappeared after King of the Monsters, so it's like, does anyone really care about the Monsterverse Titans? They're cool. Like, I like his design, but it's just like, he's just there. But now we get to the cool ones. Alright. I love Biolante's design. It is such a cool design. It is so unique. The fact that Biolante, she can evolve as well and turn to this is just simply amazing. Either way, I have a soft spot for Godzilla vs. Biolante. The ranking is going to be vastly... Well, I'm not going to spoil anything. You gotta sub and get me to 500 subs. No, you don't have to sub. This is... I wanted my shilling get so bad. I've never done this before. But I really like Biolante's design. She is 10 out of 10. And I'm sad in the video games as well. We can only play her in Unleashed and the Godzilla Generations remake. That's what we're going to call it. It's not a Godzilla fighting game. It's just Godzilla Generations, the remake. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Now here we go with Destroya. The original one, B. The big one is B because it's basically the same thing. Flying Destroya, A. I really like the flying one. And obviously the big bad himself, Destroya, is S tier. Obviously, like some of you have noticed on TikTok and on Twitter, I'm hoping that Destroya is the final main boss of the Monsterverse series. I don't get the fascination with Space Godzilla, especially here in the US, especially with the video games and the comics and all this stuff. I mean, it should be Destroya as the main one to be the big bad boss, because look at him, he's the devil. It's pretty cool, unique. I really like Destroya's design. The whole backstory is really cool. Godzilla vs. Destroya in general is a very good end send off to the Heisei films. But yeah, S tier for the Heisei so far. Pretty good, pretty good. Ibra. In not a King Kong movie, but now he turned into a Godzilla movie. Ibra. You know what? I can't have it above Anguirus to piss off everybody, but I kind of like Ibra. He's a kaiju that actually does stuff. He actually kills people. He shows how dirty he is, you know what I mean? He gives a fight to Godzilla. I'm kind of shocked, actually. We watching Ibra, Heart of the Deep. He actually does a lot of stuff, and it kind of makes more sense how he fight Kong instead. Because if we're like a real Godzilla movie, I feel like Ibra would be kind of a joke. But I do like, again, I keep bringing up Save the Earth, how there's a one mission, you play the story mode with Godzilla 2000, where you actually have to take down Ibra. It was really funny to see. Like, oh look, it's Ibra. Can't put him in the game? No. But Dagora. Dagora is such a cool... If you haven't watched Dagora, it is a very unique film. Like, I think Dagora is like a weird alien that invades the Earth and kind of absorbs carbons into life. It's such a unique film. I remember watching it because somebody did a review on it. I think it was up from the devs. They did a review on it. I was like, oh my god, this movie looks actually fascinating. And I watched it. It was actually pretty good. I would actually recommend watching this film if you haven't. It's a very underrated kaiju film. And the design of it is really cool. The fact that it could split apart and kind of... you just gotta watch the film. I'm not gonna spoil much of it, but you have to watch it. If you're a kaiju fan, it'll be very satisfying. Ibra in Final Wars is a joke. F tier. Ooh. The Godzilla, or technically Mecha Godzilla as a clone, or you know, in a Godzilla disguise. It's pretty cool actually. I like the Godzilla. You see him just rampaging, beating up Anguirus for no reason. And you say, hey, wait a minute, something's wrong with Godzilla. And it turns out when the real Godzilla fights him, he reveals it's Mecha Godzilla. That whole intro of showing off and flexing his muscles and flexing all his weapons is such a cool thing. I was like, oh my god, Mecha Godzilla is such a badass. So let me just pull it right now. Okay, this is Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, Terror Mecha Godzilla. They're both the same, except one of them doesn't have the head thing. But obviously, Mecha Godzilla 1 is probably my favorite design out of all the Mecha Godzillas. So you gotta bring up this one for this one. So yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that. It's so weird. Levels. Anyway, Ghidorah. Sorry to all my Ghidorah fans out there. All Monsters Attack is a movie that I do not want to talk about. We'll find that out later, but man. Ghidorah is... yeah. Ghidorah is Ghidorah. Not much more to say about that. Is this the mole? The mole what, from Monarch? Starts with a G, whatever. I have no idea. Ice Mole. You know what? I kind of like it. It's pretty cool how it can suck up all the fire to try to fuel itself. That's actually a pretty unique design. Too bad, I guess it just dies. Well, I guess spoiler alert for Monarch if you haven't watched it. I guess he just blows up when they try to clear the hole and he just dies. I have no idea what happens to him. I guess we'll find out later. I mean, Monarch hasn't ended by the time I record this, so maybe you see him again, maybe you don't. But I like it. It's pretty unique. Kind of a forgettable after you... I mean, after they leave, it's kind of like, oh yeah, that happened. Unique design. Do I put it in B? Nah, it's C. It's fine. It's middle of the road. Not bad. But alright, here we go. Sanda and Gyra. Where's Sanda? Here's Sanda. Let's put them all together. Now it's kind of weird putting Frankenstein in D tier, but these two in B tier. I actually kind of like the idea that they're sea creatures actually. Yeah, it turns out that both of these cannot handle the light. If they're in the sun, they burn, which I think is a pretty cool idea, especially with the ending and how... Well, if you ever watched War of the Gargantuans, go spoil it, because, you know, if you're a kaiju fan, you probably watched it already. It's very good. They randomly die in a sea volcano. It's like, what the heck just happened? A random sea volcano erupts because of an earthquake, then it just dies. It's like, well, rip. But yeah, I like the designs of Gyra and Sanda. It's also unique how this is the film that introduces the maser weapons. I always thought that was a Godzilla thing, but no, it's actually first introduced in War of the Gargantuans, then brought into Godzilla. I thought that was really cool. And also how they reference it in Godzilla against Mecha Godzilla, when they're talking about all the monsters that attack Tokyo, like Mothra, Godzilla, and the Gargantuans. I thought it was really cool. Underrated kaiju film, you ever watched it? And Ghidorah from Space Amoeba. Now, I don't I don't have enough opinions on Ghidorah because it's been a minute since I watched Space Amoeba. I think I watched it like 9 years ago. I really can't tell you what happened in the movie, but I did like Ghidorah. Ghidorah was interesting. So if I had to really realistically put it just for to see the design, probably put it like in D tier. Ghidorah, oh, can I get that away? Move, thank you. Ghidorah is fine. It's forgettable. It's just... Space Amoeba is a very interesting film. I just can't remember, honestly. Maybe there's a reason why I can't remember. Anyway, Giant Condor. Yeah. Giant Condor. This giant squid from King Kong vs. Godzilla. It's a little poor squid getting abused, I think. Didn't they actually use a poor squid? I remember somebody saying that they actually used an actual squid to fight, or for one of the scenes. Not the actual, you know, when he's fighting Kong, but in one of the other scenes they're actually using an actual squid. Or an octopus. Anyway, whatever. Who's this? This Manda from Shark Monsters? No. Is this oh my god, is this Reptil? No, is Reptilicus even on here? No, not Reptilicus. Let's see. No, I have no idea what the heck this thing is. I have no idea what I'm looking at right here. Anyway. Okay, let me move some of the Gigans. They're all the same thing. Cool. Okay, Gigan with the buzzsaws. And then Gigan Rex, and then I have no idea what this one is. I don't know what this is, actually. I don't know what this is. And I'm kind of stumped. What are you? I have no idea. I can't remember. I'm putting in the I don't know. Maybe I'll remember it later and add it in. But for now, no. Alright, Gigan. Gigan here. Gigan there. The Gigan Rexes. Obviously, I like Gigan. Could you tell how much I like Gigan? The Gigan Rexes are very cool. If you haven't watched it yet, I would highly recommend searching it up on YouTube. But yeah, Gigan. To me, Gigan is probably these two. Obviously, since, you know, I play the video games a lot, I keep talking about the video games, but that's how I go with Gigan and Shark Monsters, and obviously Unleashed with this design. I kind of prefer this one. I wish this one was in more Godzilla games. I know it's in Unleashed and in the 2014 PS4 game. It's pretty unique. It's really cool, and I feel like it's much more threatening than the original Gigan because it could do a lot more. I mean, it has buzzsaws in its chest. It's really cool. It's such a unique design, and Gigan is probably one of the best kaiju designs. And alright, Godzillasaurus. It is okay. I like Godzillasaurus. It is fine. And Gorosaurus from... Oh my god. King Kong Escapes. This is one for King Kong Escapes. And I think the Shark Monsters. They're both whatever. Gorosaurus is just... Gorosaurus is just a V-Rex trying to be the V-Rex. You know what I mean? Or like a T-Rex. It's fine. Gorosaurus really doesn't do much of interest to be remembered for. He does one thing to King Ghidorah, drop kicking him, which is funny. But that's basically it. He doesn't really do much to warrant like a C tier. But now looking at it, yeah, that's probably it. Or maybe, you know what? Yeah, I'll put the Anguirus in B tier. I don't know why I try to debate myself into a C tier. It's like, oh no. But yeah, that's basically it. Ghidorah. Why? Oh, this is from that Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. I haven't watched it actually, so I don't know. But the Ghidorah design, for as little as we get, I actually like the design in Final Wars. It's too bad they cut the whole scene of Godzilla fighting Ghidorah and Ibra down to basically just an easy beatdown. That kind of sucks. I wish there was more Ghidorah in the movie, but what we got, it's passable. Ghidorah. I really like Ghidorah's design. It is such a unique allegory on human population and waste that it's like, oh, this is like, and the fact that Ghidorah does so much. I mean, man, the impact that Ghidorah has, like actually killing people, polluting everything, just ruining everything with its presence there, it's really unique. It's pretty cool. And You're from Godzilla vs. Kong, the weird bat owl thing. Yeah, no. Who cares? Doug! Doug is a meme. Doug is a meme that is on the D+. D for Doug. I'll put... Can I move you over? Thank you. D for Doug. That's what he deserves. Long live Doug. We all love Doug. Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar from Singular Point. Again, these are all the same from Singular Point. My god, why are we showing this? Let's just do these three for now, because it's basically the same thing. Well, let's start with Singular Point, actually. I do like Jet Jaguar's whole arc in Singular Point, how they use him to defeat Godzilla. It's pretty cool. You know, he gets his moment to shine finally. But I kind of have a soft spot for Jet Jaguar. Now, I'm going to spoil it for a little bit. I do kind of have a soft spot for Godzilla vs. Megalon. I actually haven't watched the Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing on it, but I had to eventually. But I don't know why Godzilla vs. Megalon as me wasn't as bad as I initially thought. I was thinking perhaps I treated it too harshly compared to the other Showa movies, because man, I get it, 3 weeks, and it's like really sad to see especially with the stock footage they use. It's a lot, and I mean they use a lot of stock footage. But for what we got, it's whatever. But yeah, Jet Jaguar B. I really like Jet Jaguar's design. It's pretty unique. And the Iron Dragon from Monarch. Now I'm gonna put this in the I don't know yet, because there is a scene of it fighting Godzilla at the end, which I haven't watched yet, but it has been teased. So I don't have a real opinion on it yet to see what it can do. So by the time it comes out, I'll probably just show right now. I'll probably put it in the comments down below what I probably give it. But for now, I just don't know enough, which kind of sucks. And what's this? Motengo? No. What is that? Kabakuris? Is that Kabakuris literally hiding in the shadows? Are we really putting that as a tier list? That's just Kabakuris. Who made this tier list? This is so insane. We're being very specific for absolutely no reason. Anyway. Kabakuris. Yeah. Whatever. Kamibis. Whatever. I mean, this is Kamibis from Space Amoeba. They even do the one where Godzilla kills them in Tokyo SOS. But again, Space Amoeba is interesting. I don't know why I don't remember it. But I remember Mysterians so much more. Like, I mean, Bagheera. Where's Bagheera? Bagheera. There you are. There's Bagheera. But, yeah, whatever. Sorry to all you Kamibis fans or Space Amoeba fans. I just keep roasting poor Space Amoeba. I don't know why. But anyway, King Caesar. You have to wake him up by singing. But he's unique. He can reflect beams from his eyes. He can fight well. That's basically it. He's kind of like I guess, an underrated kaiju, but, you know, he's okay. He's mid. He's not good. He's not bad. He's just there. But alright, let's go on with, this is the right one, don't know. What's this Ghidorah? Oh, it's from the, yeah, no. Don't remember. Alright, which kaiju? Which King Ghidorah do we start off first? Millennium, Kaiser. Okay, let's start off with the bad one. Do I even need to explain why I just don't like this King Ghidorah in the Godzilla anime, the third one? Like, I get it, it's supposed to be God, or it's basically God to them, but it's just, it's very weird how they fix it. They, again, I feel like I'm going to go into this more in my movie review, but that King Ghidorah just felt so underwhelming to me. It just felt like all this hype, all this build up to see King Ghidorah, and it's just like, he's God. He's literally God to them. It's like, okay, but it's just, what? It's okay. But alright, let's go on with Kaiser Ghidorah. Kaiser Ghidorah's cool. You know, he's a good finale to the Millennium. Not much to him. He's there at the end, you know. I feel like Monster X. Where's Monster X? We gotta pair them together. Monster X is so much cooler that I kind of wish he just stayed like that instead of turning into Kaiser Ghidorah, because Monster X by himself is such a unique design. It's such a cool character, especially for that Godzilla. Now, people are gonna flame me because I had Godzilla Final Wars in B tier and Monster X on A tier. I'm sorry, I just like Monster X more in that movie. Sue me. But yeah, here we go. The Millennium. Okay, which one I want to do now? Showa Ghidorah. S. Heisei Ghidorah. S. I mean, do I need to explain it? This is basically the grand villain of Godzilla movies. Which is kind of interesting how King Ghidorah is the main one to be perpetrated as the main villain. Is he really the main villain? I mean, he's in every single Godzilla series. Yeah, he is. I mean, he's basically seen as Godzilla's antithesis. Oh my god, can you say that 3 times fast? But he's Godzilla's nemesis. S tier. Just the best, honestly. Millennium Ghidorah. I do like Millennium Ghidorah. I do like him in GMK. But he is kind of weak compared to the other King Ghidorahs. Especially against the Heisei and Showa King Ghidorahs, because Final Wars wasn't released yet. It kind of feels like, hey, wait a minute. This is supposed to be the 1,000-year-old dragon. He's supposed to be the toughest one out of all the Earth protectors. And he kind of gets his ass kicked. Mothra has to save him basically throughout the whole film. And then once she dies, King Ghidorah absorbs her energy. And it's kind of like, well, it's kind of anticlimactic. It's like, hey, wait a minute. King Ghidorah is supposed to be much tougher than that, and he's kind of a pushover in GMK. That's my little complaint. And the Monsterverse King Ghidorah is amazing. The fact that he can make hurricanes and cause natural disasters because he's not of this world. He's an alien. That's why they call him Monster Zero. Ooh, a reference to the movie. Hey, remember Monster Zero? But yeah, that's his whole point. That I don't get why people were complaining about they can't see. I mean, yeah, they're trying to hide the effects sometimes, but the whole point of Ghidorah is that he doesn't belong there. He's an anomaly. He's an enigma. He is an alien. He's terramorphing the world into his own creation, or whatever it's supposed to be. So that's what I like about it. S tier for King Ghidorah, 10 out of 10. Love King of the Monsters. You know, it's just one big Showa honor. But all right. King Kong escapes. I mean, these are basically the same Kong, so. Alright, Kong. S tier. I mean, I love Kong in Skull Island and Godzilla vs. Kong. He's such a unique character. It gave him actual personality so we can root for him. It's a really good idea, and it's really cool. Just, you make it want to root for him. He's enjoyable. He's funny. He's great. You gotta love Kong. And then King Kong and King Kong vs. Godzilla and King Kong escapes. Oh my god. King Kong Escapes is such a weird movie. I'm just having difficulty trying to differentiate Kong from the King Kong vs. Godzilla Kong, because they're basically the same thing, but it's just, I get it, they had to upscale him, but man, it is kind of a struggle bus for King Kong, unfortunately. All you King Kong fans kind of got done dirty. But yeah, it's fine. I like it. It's kind of unique, but it's just, I feel like, again, the Monsterverse Kong is so much, it's leagues above the Showa King Kong. You know, honestly, no, we'll keep MC. I'm not going to change it. Kumonga could go with Kamakuris. Who cares about Kumonga? I think this is Singer Point Kumonga. Yeah, it's whatever. Who cares? It's Kumonga. What are you? What is that thing? What the heck is... What is that thing? I have no idea. What? I'm so confused. Well, anyway. Let's keep it going. Baby Godzilla. Why are you down here, Baby Godzilla? Or no, you're actually technically Little Godzilla. That's right. They call you Little Godzilla. What did I put? June or Baby Godzilla? Yeah, that's the appropriate. Right down the middle. It gets better with each movie. Honestly, he gets more like Godzilla as you go down. So that's basically the tier right there. Manda. Who cares about Manda? Am I right? No, poor no love for Manda. This is from Singular Point, right? Yep. It's just Manda. Like Gotengo. It's Gotengo. Honestly, that's probably all you think you remember, is it? You're not gonna remember Manda, you're gonna remember the actual Gotengo. But other than that, kind of forgettable, whatever. And yeah, it's the hermit from Monarch. He John Goodman's right there. Yeah, I mean, it's a hermit. I've seen it in Peter Jackson's King Kong official game of the movie. Remember that game? Such an interesting game. It was pretty good, actually, for what it's worth. But alright, Mecha King Ghidorah. I love Mecha King Ghidorah. I just love Mecha King Ghidorah. Again, I hope, I don't know why, but I hope down the line we kind of get Mecha King Ghidorah back in the Monsterverse when they actually show off the aliens coming to invade Earth, and they have King Ghidorah just modified to make him better. I don't know why there's always been like a little headcanon in my mind that like this is what the aliens lost. Oh, they brought it back because Monarch discovered him, and it's just, ugh. Mecha King Ghidorah is great. Love him in the video games. Love him in the movie. 10 out of 10. Just no notes. All right. And now we got, oh, I already did Mecha Godzilla because of Disguised Godzilla. That's right, I did. Let's start Mecha Godzilla City. And that's all we got to talk about Mecha Godzilla. And that's all we got to talk about with Mecha Godzilla City. Yeah, terrible. He looks really weird, especially as a Mecha Godzilla. It just looks off. It looks wrong. But who do I start off with first? Do I do my controversial take here? I think I do. I kind of like Mecha Godzilla 4's design, and that's what we keep calling him from now on. I don't know why. When I was watching GVK, I already knew Mecha Godzilla was going to be in the movie anyway, but I really liked this design, and it kind of makes sense as to be the opposite of Godzilla. Because, you know, Godzilla's big, he's bulky in this movie, so what you gotta do? You gotta make a big and bulky Mecha Godzilla 4. I kind of have the same feelings towards Mecha Godzilla 2, that I do like Mecha Godzilla 2, but Super Mecha Godzilla, on the other hand, that's a good one. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. I really like Super Mecha Godzilla. The advancements he's made is just, and he's technically the only one to actually kill Godzilla, right? Is he the only kaiju that actually was able to kill Godzilla in any of the Toho movies? I mean, besides the actual people, I'm talking about like actually like being about kaiju actually being able to defeat and beat Godzilla and kill him. Not just defeat, kill him. I believe so. I'm trying to think of other ones. Yeah, I think that's it. Wow. Super Mecha Godzilla was the only one that actually killed off Godzilla, which is pretty cool. You know, you get up the rankings on my list. You go up the tier list. You go from B to like borderline A and S. But yeah, Mecha Godzilla I like, and let's go on with Kiryu. They're the same thing basically. So Kiryu, love Kiryu. Probably my second favorite Mecha Godzilla design besides 1. If I had to order them, it'd probably be 1, 2, 4, 3. Which not meaning they're all horrible. Like, being at the bottom of a Mecha Godzilla tier list is not to be ashamed of. You're still all great, honestly. They're all great designs. I really like Mecha Godzilla 4, obviously. Like, I talked about it before. But it's just, maybe that's a hot take. I don't really know. Comment down below what your favorite Mecha Godzilla is. For me, it's 1. The best one's always the first one. But I do have a soft spot for 4. I do have a really soft spot for 4. Don't know why. Or I do know why, but whatever. Makes sense in my head what I'm talking about. I'm doing this all all off script, by the way. Just doing my opinions. Don't really want to like have a script to talk about it. Just going off the whim what I think. And here we go, Mecha Kong. Yeah, you notice all the mechas are like majority like up here. I like kind of like Mecha Kong. He is very funny for some reason to me. I really don't have much to say about King Kong Escapes, but the highlight of that movie was Mecha Kong. And the fact that you need like a gigantic diamond to make him working. And the fact that he can like control Kong if he has that little, what is that, the little beam or the little diamond working? I have no idea. Anyway. Well, we got a lot to go through. My god. What am I talking for? 28 minutes. My god, this is gonna be a long video. If you're still here, I am so sorry. But here we go. Okay. Mecha Gearus. Here's the problem, Mecha Gearus. She's just so forgettable that I can't really justify putting it with C tier with Ghidorah or the other Ghidorahs and like and Gearus from Singular Point. It's just again, I feel like the movie is just weighing it down for me because Godzilla vs. Mecha Gearus is pretty bad, but overall it's just I don't really care for Mecha Gearus, honestly. She's just so forgettable compared to like Batra or Mothra. It's just like, okay, cool, Mecha Gearus. You're the Mega Nula from Rodan, who cares? Just whatever. But Megalon. Megalon. Megalon, Megalon, Megalon. If this were putting... This is kind of tough. B or C? I have a soft spot for Godzilla vs. Megalon. Sue me. I really have a soft spot just because of the video games as well. Because for some reason they really love Megalon in these Godzilla video games. He is everywhere with Gigan and Space Godzilla. It's like what's all the love for Megalon? But I get it. You know, he's unique. He's just one big bad roach. You gotta love him. I love it how there's an underground civilization, and they're like, stop nuking us. They don't even send warning to anybody. They just send Megalon just to beat everybody up and cause havoc. It's so funny. Well, let's see. Megalon from Megalon versus Godzilla versus Megalon, you know. Same thing. Love Megalon. Don't need to explain why. I just did. But the Meganula. The Meganula in general, I just don't like. They're just so forgettable. I'm putting you D tier above Mecha Gearus. I said above Mecha Gearus and above Manda, I guess. I like Rodan as a movie. The Meganula are pretty funny how they're just the food supply for Rodan and they just escape from a mine. And I don't know why the noise that they make absolutely terrifies my brother. So that's why I can't go from F tier. It has to go in D tier just for that. Whenever I play that noise, it's just so... It triggers his fight or flight. It is so funny to me. I don't know why. But the Meganula are whatever. You know. They're fine. But just not interesting in the slightest. What the heck are you? What are you? What the heck is that? Is that from Godzilla? Or from the Monsterverse? I don't think so, actually. I don't think that's actually a thing from the Monsterverse. I don't know. And why is Orga... Well, technically this is the... This is Orga, right? And they have the ship? Okay, the ship is whatever. But Orga I like a lot. Or I wish Orga was in a better movie because I feel like Orga would be remembered more if it were actually in a better movie. Because Godzilla 2000, honestly, is not a good movie. It's a movie made out of spite, which I can respect. because Godzilla 1998 was like a slap to the face for Toho, which I get, you know, it is what it is. But it's just, I wish Orga had more screen time. I wish Orga was like the main one, besides the spaceship, obviously. I wish Orga had more screen time to be shown, because if he has more screen time, easy S tier, easy S tier. But for now, I love your Orga, but you got to go in B+ with Anguirus. And what else we got? Minya. I mean, just baby Minya. Because I gotta put baby Minya in D tier. Yeah, it's just whatever. Minya. Hot take, I don't really hate Minya as much as everyone else. I know he's a meme. Kind of like Doug. Or not even like Doug, because people love Doug. People just look at Minya and be like, oh my god, ew. How does this turn into this? This is what I want to know. They look nothing alike. Like, what? How? Huh? Who? What? Where? Anyway, Minya is fine. I feel like I like Godzilla Jr. way more as compared to Minya, because Godzilla Jr. actually looks like Godzilla. I don't know how this turns into Godzilla, especially with 2004. How does this turn into that? I don't know. It's so weird. But now we're on to, this is the Kong Skull Island random little bug. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't really mind bugs. I don't know why I put all these bugs in F tier. But like, yeah, again, like Meganula, who cares about the Meganula? They're so forgettable. But Mothra, here we go. Oh my god. Are you ready for my hot take? This Mothra is ass. He's so forgettable. But this Mothra, with the Mysterians, I think, okay, like, if I don't want to talk about it too long, but I really like Mothra in this movie. The Mysterians is actually a really good movie. I feel like that's the movie, right? The Mysterians with Mothra. I feel like I'm going to get yelled at if I don't get it right. But in that movie, Mothra is actually fantastic as a villain. He is so good in that movie that I'm kind of disappointed now in watching Space Godzilla again. That's like, they did my boy dirty. I mean, look at this. Look at this. And look at this. Like, what happened to my boy? They massacred my poor boy. But Mothra in the Mysterians is great. And in Space Godzilla, he's whatever. Kind of sad. Oh my god, Mothra. What the hell is this one? I need Mothra. Oh, I got so many Mothra larvae. Can I just like get my general consensus on this? I like Mothra. Mothra's cool. Mothra vs. Godzilla one I feel like is a better one. I really don't like the one in Heisei. She looks too puffy to me, which is kind of like a weird nitpick, but she just looks really goofy. And I'm looking at the Mothra from Rebirth of Mothra, and she looks really different. I don't know. It's just, the Heisei ones are fine. Like, they're nothing to write home about. They're okay. This is the little Mothra from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. But yeah, this one I like a lot. On par with the first Mothra from Godzilla vs. Or Mothra vs. Godzilla, obviously. Tokyo SOS Mothra, I also like. You're going to get B tier. And Final Wars Godzilla is basically the same as the Mothra from Tokyo SOS, so there's no complaints about me. I like Mothra. She has very good designs, but the best design is the one from Mothra vs. Godzilla. Just 10 out of 10, no notes. Perfect movie. Perfect designs for all the Godzilla and Mothra. And now we get into... I don't know what this is. That's not from King of the Monsters. We're going into King of the Monsters now. And I also like this design a lot. Overall, they do... Again, I'm really glad they didn't mess up Mothra or Rodan or King Ghidorah in those movies, because the way they make them are absolutely perfect. No notes, just 10 out of 10. But the larva from Mothra is... It just looks so weird compared to what we're used to that it's like, I don't know. This Mothra looks kind of weird looking. Well, let's get through the Mothra. I want to categorize... They're all C tier, by the way. They're all C. They're fine. C. Go ahead and C. C. They're just Mothra larvae. They're fine. They're not bad. They're not terrible. They're fine. They are A-okay. And did I put that one in D by accident? I did. Oops. Sorry, Mothra. Then this one from... I have no idea anymore. This one's definitely from... This one has to be from Mothra vs. Godzilla, Battle for Earth. And another one from Godzilla vs. Mothra, Battle for Earth. Jesus Christ. There's so many Mothra lovers. Why is... Again, they're all from the same movie. Why are you having so many... It's like, is this... Okay, is this one from Destroy All Monsters? This one from Ghidorah 300 Monster? This is from Mothra vs. Godzilla? This is from Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle for Earth? And this is the same one from Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle for Earth. What are we doing here? Why is this list so confusing? Just make it simple. Just have just one. I get it, you want to represent for all of them from Showa to Heisei to Millennium. But please, let's just keep it. Let's keep it simple, okay? Let's just keep it simple for the most part next time. And Mutos, the Mutos. Is it Mom Muto? That's the other Muto from. Oh, Muto, whatever. Muto Prime. He's whatever. You know what's weird? I kind of don't like the Mutos, the designs. But you know what? I kind of like the other Muto, the male Muto. I don't know why I don't like the female Muto as much, but I kind of like the male Muto. They being able to fly. Being able to do the sonar stuff or like the different rhythms and the radiation is really interesting actually, and the fact that they feed off of Godzilla and that they were basically a main enemy for them, feeding off their radiation, which kind of gets ignored in King of the Monsters with the bow scene, which is kind of weird. I didn't really get the bow scene, even though it is cool. It is very cool. I liked it. It's just kind of confusing seeing all these monsters kind of like do a Roman Reigns where they acknowledge him. They acknowledge my tribal Godzilla. But let's see. Mecha Godzilla from, or what do we even call this? Robo Godzilla from Godzilla Singular Point? Yeah, I really have no opinion on it because as I'm recording this, no season 2 has been announced, so we don't really know what happened. That's just a cliffhanger that I'll probably never get. But here we go. Original Rodan is fantastic. No notes. They kind of made my boy a little bit too goofy for my liking in the Showa era with the other Godzillas. Fire Rodan is my Rodan. I love Fire Rodan. And is there any difference between them? Sure, let's put them both in S tier because they deserve it. And 2004 Rodan, you're cool. You're cool. You're probably an A tier. Fire Rodan, or you know, the Monsterverse Rodan is cool too. He's just like a little henchman. I love him. He's a little gremlin. But again, this is fantastic. Like, the Monsterverse did the original monsters justice. Even Mecha Godzilla. You could fight me on that one. You could fight me on the Mecha Godzilla debate. But I'm telling you, Mecha Godzilla 4 was done right. It was such a cool and badass moment. And the fact that he used King Ghidorah's head like a Pacific Rim to connect is top notch. The references were amazing. But yeah, Rodan, 10 out of 10. Love Rodan. But this Rodan, man. This Rodan, man. Don't know what you are, but man. Who? Actually, who? Oh, the fucking, the Godzilla bat things from, anti-anime. Who? The sea lights. Who? We're gonna end this quick now. The big yak from Kong Skull Island. Who? Like, who cares? Skull crawlers. Not the big one. I think that's the big one. It is very funny. I'm gonna put it in C tier just for that one scene. You know what I'm talking about already from Kong Skull Island. That was so funny. And the one from Godzilla vs. Kong. Who cares? D. Space Godzilla, same thing. Cricket Man. Who? Bat from the Hollow Earth in Godzilla vs. Kong. Who? Baron. Oh, okay, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, Space Godzilla. I've been roasting Space Godzilla, saying how it shouldn't really be as popular as he is in the comics and the video games. It should be Destroyer, and how I'm kind of hoping that they don't allude to having Space Godzilla in the end for the final MonsterVerse stuff, because having him and Destroyer will kind of be like too many cooks. You know what I mean? It's kind of pushing it too much. That being said, I do like Space Godzilla. A tier. I like Space Godzilla. Really cool, really unique. They give two explanations. Biolante's DNA was up in the air and they got a black hole with Mothra, but then Mothra DNA was holding up Godzilla's DNA, and then it's just so confusing. Then a black hole, and then Space Godzilla, and then oh my god, what are you, Space Godzilla? I have no idea. Anyway, now we have the final two. Yay! Titanosaurus and Varan. Okay, let's start off right. Varan the Unbelievable, I like. Varan in Short Monsters is just a cameo. If we're just doing it off that, then it's F tier. It's just a cameo. But since I think we're doing it off of Varan the Unbelievable, you can go with C tier. You're fine. I can't put you like above Baragon. It'd be kind of done dirty. Where's Baragon anyway? There's Baragon. I can't put you above Baragon because I kind of like Baragon more. But yeah, you're C tier. You're fine. And here is my final hot take of the video. I kind of like Titanosaurus. I kind of like oh my god. Titanosaurus. I kind of like Titanosaurus's design. Maybe it's because I'm too far gone with Toho Kingdom, and if you don't get this, I don't blame you. But if you're a hardcore kaiju fan who's on the internet, you know about that damn cartoon with Titan. Oh my god, I can't say Titanosaurus. Hey, how long am I recording this video for? Oh my god, I am not even gonna tell you the time. But anyway, my goodness, that one cartoon from Toho Kingdom with Titanosaurus' used cars. I don't know why that's in my head every single time, and me and my brother quote that shit literally every single day. I don't know why that is stuck in my head, but Titanosaurus' used cars. We blow the competition away. It is so dumb that if I never watched that, Titanosaurus is probably in D tier, but since my boy got that funny cartoon and made me laugh, you gotta go in B tier. And that is it. That is every single kaiju ranked that I know of that has been used. Actually, no, let me zoom in actually. That has been used in a Godzilla film or in another film. We have Ghidorah, we have Space Amoeba, we have the Mysterians, we have the War for Gargantuas, and we even have some Monarch stuff. So, if you like what you saw, hit the like, subscribe button. I know this is going to be a really long video, and I appreciate everyone's patience, but this was just kind of a cluster. This was such a mess to go through, and I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll catch everybody for the next Godzilla video. Later, everybody.